Hi, this is Nancy with your weekly Angel Tarot card reading for the first week in October. So I am very, very late. I did not make it Monday or Tuesday. It was a very busy week. So it is now Wednesday, so we'll do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend. Okay, we're going to start off with our Angel Therapy cards. All right. Some heavy energy at the moment. So if you're feeling a little off, that could be why. Could be why. And that's okay. That's okay. Life isn't always all about, the ups. Sometimes you have to go through the downs to appreciate the ups. So, Boo is climbing on the counter here, so she, hopefully she does not tip us over. She likes to rub up against the laptop when I'm doing my reading. So if it looks like there's an earthquake, that's what it is. Hurricane Boo. All right. So for Wednesday, Thursday, we have shield yourself. Shield yourself. All right. So it says, protect yourself from harsh and fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. All right. That looks like Archangel Michael. Actually, you can tell by the shield and the sword. And sorry, very dry. Okay, shield yourself. So you may be in situations where people might not be as kind. Let's say it as it is. People may not be as kind as you may be needing right now. Like I said, the energies are a little heavy, and when that happens, sometimes we can feel anxious, depressed, upset, sensitive, you know what I mean? So things that would typically not bother you may bother you today, all right? And the things that people say probably have absolutely nothing to do with you, okay? Even if it's directed to you, it's probably more about them than about you, okay? But it's a good day to protect yourself from those types of energies, all right? So there are many ways you could do that. You can have, there are many different crystals that are good for that. Usually like the black gray type ones, like if you look at those kind of stones, those are really good for that. Amethyst is actually pretty good because it kind of connects you with the divine, but it actually, I saw this one video of a gentleman, I won't mention his name, but he's very famous. Anyway, and he said about like he envisions like a whole bubble per se of amethyst surrounding him. We'll say a cave because it's made of rock. Okay, that only love can come in and only love could go out. All right, and he envisions this as a protective cocoon. All right, so there's no reason why you can't do that. All right, you may feel weird doing that if you're not a spiritual person, and that's okay. That's okay. If that's a little too woo-woo for you. You could just be aware so that when those things happen, you're prepared. Okay. But anyway, never hurts to have a few crystals laying around. And they're pretty. They're pretty. What's the worst that's going to happen? There's something pretty. I have an amethyst on my desk and a rose quartz. So my connection to the divine, my protection, and my love, hopefully will overrun the other things today. So anyway, so protect yourself. Also, you could be the one that people need protecting from. Okay, think about the words you say before they leave your mouth, all right? A lot of people are like, well, it's just, I have no control of what I think and stuff like that. That is not true, okay? You have the option to pause and think about what you're about to say. And don't tell me you don't. Don't tell me you don't, okay? And if you have trouble with that, then you need to work on that, all right? That is a type of self-discipline, a type of work that will help you in the future, all right? Not to say you can't speak your truth, all right? I know people get, really, no, that's okay to speak your truth. But 9 times out of 10, the truths that, if you're like directing something at someone else, often it's because it bothers you, all right? We tend to notice things that we focus on. So like say I am insecure about something specific. Okay, I'll say my weight. Okay, I'm insecure about my weight. So if somebody says something to me that could be anything, I can relate it to that because I'm looking for that. In my mind, it's like, oh, well, I believe that's true. So I'm looking for things to provide backup for that. All right. And that may not be, or I may lash out and say, oh, well, you're not skinny, and that has more to do with me. It does with them anyway. What difference does it make if they are or they aren't? That doesn't affect me at all. So anyway, so think about what you say and be careful about what you take to heart that people say to you. All right. That will be today and tomorrow. Okay. So Wednesday and Thursday. All right. So protective bubble. Oh, there's a little boo. She is not going to climb on there. She might climb on there. Okay. So anyway, shield yourself Wednesday, Thursday. Let's get some fairy cards for Friday, and then we'll do a separate one for the weekend. Boo, what are you up to? If you're gonna be like agitating, there she is. Told you, she is just right on the laptop. Okay, if you want to hang out, you have to hang out. See, hell yeah, kids these days. We'll call them their fur babies. I know so many. It's just silly. I know people get mad when people call them that, and I don't know why. Again, probably more to do with them than with the furry little baby. Okay, so Friday. Can we have a card for Friday, please? To our angels and our guides, spirit animals, little fairies. Okay, fairies, what do you have for me? Do you not have a card here for me? Do you not want these cards for Friday? I guess they do. They're like, and I'm throwing them on the floor. Oh, for love of God. Oh, there are three. There are three. We're doing this for the whole weekend. Whole weekend. 3. Too many. Thanks, fairies, but that's a bit much. Ugh. Okay. We have admit your true feelings to yourself. Perfect timing. And easy does it. Okay. Ooh. So, like I said, some heavy energy. All right, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Boo, what do you want? Oh, it's a good girl. Yes, meow. Okay, so let's start with admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So, what is it that you want? What do you want? What do you want? You can't get mad when other people step in and help you make decisions when you don't make them for yourself. Right, Boo? Right? You're making lots of decisions. She is just driving me crazy. It's like, I want to be with you, but I don't want to be manhandled. So anyway, admit your true feelings to yourself, all right? You know what makes you happy, what makes you sad, all right? Even if you don't know exactly what your life path is, where you want to go, what you want to do, you don't know the specifics, okay? You know what makes you feel a certain way, all right? If you enjoy doing crafting, okay, I know, it's just, anyway, first thing that came to my head, because I enjoy doing crafting, okay? If that brings you joy, do it, all right? And you don't have to, it doesn't matter if people think it's a waste of your time, you know what I mean? If people think, like, maybe you want a business of that, people will be like, oh, you can't make money on that. There's, you want to go on Etsy. There's so many people on Etsy already. It's just too competitive. How do you think you're going to do that? That's that little voice in the back of your head trying to be rational. So you go back to work. So anyway, admit your true feelings to yourself, all right? It's okay. You know how you feel. You are the only one who knows, okay? The only one. People close to you can kind of have like a vibe about, how you're feeling. But honestly, we have ways of lying to ourselves and to the people around us. Not intentionally. It could be for, to spare them from, your own feelings. It could be for thinking maybe they wouldn't understand, that you don't want to be judged. It could be any number of things, okay? It is okay to have the feelings that you are feeling, okay? Validate them, or else they will just keep coming back, okay? So if you're trying to like cancel out, it's like, oh, nope, not feeling depressed today. No, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do this, and this. And at the end of the day, you sit down and you're still depressed. Well, you got a lot of stuff done. It's okay, all right? It is okay to sometimes be sad. It is okay to sometimes be angry, all right? Pay attention to your feelings, okay? They are telling you something, all right? Perfect timing. Okay, this is the time. This is a time to remember. Okay, this is the right time for you to move forward. Okay, so what are you hesitating on? All right, what are you dragging your feet on? All right, you know you need to do it. You know, is it a conversation? Do you need to admit your feelings and then have a conversation? All right. Is it that you're not sharing that information with somebody else? Is it that you're doing something that's causing feelings that, you know, is throwing you out of whack? You know what I mean? Are you, and anyway, I say these things because I've had, you know, situations in the past. This is not me today. Y'all know me, okay? You know, it like, let's say it's about your job, because I've had bad jobs in the past. I do not have a bad job now. I'm very blessed, okay? All right, say you hate your job, okay? But you're saying to yourself, it's like, no, this is a great job. I make good money. It's close to home. I have so many friends here. I'm learning so many things. A good one that I used to use all the time is like, oh, but this is a challenge. This is a challenge. This is not, you know, too hard for me. It's a challenge. I need to learn from this challenge, okay? There comes a time, there goes Boo in the background. There comes a time when you need to admit that this job is driving you crazy. That it is not good for your health. That it is not good for your relationship. It's not good for whatever, okay? I was in a job for way too long, okay? I talked about, you know, my weight. My weight is now, you know, grossly higher than it was before. So now I have health issues that I never had before, okay? I had COVID that I got at this job. Okay, which, you know, I was more likely to get because I was interacting. It was in healthcare. I was more likely to get it there. Okay, I put myself in situations that have now caused me detriment now that I am working to try and get past. Okay, so what is it that you're feeling? Are you licking the counter? Just licking the counter. I guess she needs some water. I guess I should probably water her. Okay. It is the perfect time. The perfect time. Admit your feelings. Figure out how you're feeling. Admit it. Okay. Validate that your feelings are valid, all right? Know that it's the perfect time to move forward, okay? All right, you do not need anyone's permission, okay? It's nice to have the people, if you're like in a relationship, like if you're married, if you have, you know, a life partner, it's good to get their input, okay? It is very, very important. You don't want to quit your job and then have you both struggling, your kids starving, what have you. But at the end of the day, it needs to be your truth. It needs to be your truth, and then you need to share that, okay? Easy does it as the last, okay? Weekend's coming. Weekend's coming. You don't need to get it all done. You don't need to figure it all out at one time, okay? Just because we said it's perfect timing, it doesn't mean it has to be today, okay? It means it's the time. It's time. It's finally time, all right? You know, you did the best you could. You did the best you could. So sometimes it's time to move on to a different job, a different situation. You know, open that business that you always wanted. Write that book you always wanted. Run that marathon, all right? All those things, you know, it's like, oh, well, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy. It's time. It's time. What are you waiting for, all right? You aren't getting younger, all right? Even if you are young, guess what? Every day you're a day older, all right? You lost one more day. Terrible way to look at it. Terrible way to look at it, all right? But we only have so many days on this planet. We don't know how many those are, all right? It may be, you know, you may have years and years and years and years left, or you may have tomorrow, or you may just have today. Okay, so that was depressing. It's okay to feel depressed, okay? Easy does it. Take it easy on yourself, okay? Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to the people around you, all right? Maybe by Sunday, you're going to be so wiped out that you need to crash for the day. Crash for the day. Halloween's coming. There are like 1 billion Halloween movies. Watch 1 or 5, okay? Have a Harry Potter marathon, all right? You know, and it's okay. It's okay, all right? So you're going to be fine. You got this. You got this, okay? Today and tomorrow, watch how you interact with other people. Watch how they interact with you, all right? Don't allow people to be ugly to you, all right? You deserve so much better, all right? And you should not be ugly to other people. They deserve better, okay? Be kind. Let kindness in. Put kindness out, have some crystals, do some energy protection if you can, all right? It is the perfect time over this weekend to start that project, okay? To do that thing that you've been waiting to do, all right? Make that bucket list, all right? Figure out what it is that you want and try and make a plan to move forward, okay? And then easy does it, all right? You don't have to get it all done in one day. You don't have to figure it all out in one day, okay? But you can't move forward unless you're moving, all right? So take, oh, buddy, puppy's itching. So take a day and rest, okay? And then start again tomorrow, okay? It's okay. All right. I hope you have a fantastic, blessed week, and I will see you next week. Blessings.